Ready, go! Down, ready! Red 54, red 54! Down, ready! Blue 22, Bubba, Bubba! Freeze, freeze! Slash, slash! Ready, go! Ready, ready! White 29, white slide! Sweep, sweep! Return, return! Ready, go! Ready! Red 80! Red 80! Break! Break! Go! Here we go! Ready! White 80! White 80! Rock, rock, rock! Level, bubble, freeze, freeze! Slide, sweep, sweep! Return, return! Break, rock, rock, rock! Go, go! Ready! Black 14, black 14! Booster, booster! Western, west! Squid, squid, squid! Ship, ship! Level, level! Look, 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 go! go! Down, ready! Black 88! Black 88! Return, return! Break! Break! Where did he go? Wait a minute! Down, ready! Red 18, red 18! Ready! Red 80! Red 80! Move! But hot!
Glad to have you with us from Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. The postseason rolls on today with the Cure Bowl. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. And the Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Drills him with the stiff arm. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Making side adjustments here. Dante Moore. Got a man, it's Stewart. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And you've always got to be careful around the sideline to not step out accidentally. So that wide receiver did a really nice job on that route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Moore. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Moore. Bears the pressure. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Looks as if he's going to run it. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, it has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Here's more to throw. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be calling a hot route. Running inside. It's Hill. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. In the gun on third down, Moore. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that run.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Arch is going to throw for it. Wasting no time taking a shot. He's got it down the right side. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it first and 10, threatening inside the 30. Makes the grab. It's Townsend. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
They've moved it into scoring territory, first and 10 from the 11. throw complete. There's some room. Touchdown, Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Corralled by the kicking team. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To throw, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. He makes a grab. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The offense changing the play. Throwing more. It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Using the quick game. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And that was a play that was designed to simply pick up the first down, right? Third and short, it's a short throw, and you're just trying to get it to the sticks. But what a great individual effort by the receiver that time, turning once he has the football, and he's getting extra yards. That ends up being a big-time play for the offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dante Moore rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and it'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a product.
Manning. Coleman open on the right.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. With the catch, it's Townsend. There he goes! Bust through behind his pad. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He will not get there as the defense stopped him again.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. 4th and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. Manning to throw for it on 4th. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Moore. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Sweet.
Here's Arch to throw. The short hands. It's Lockett. On the move is the 30. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. A big play as he takes it all the way down to the 17-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense complete.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Might be changing the route. Here's Moore to throw. Gets it out fast. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Ducks! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Opening play of the drive from the 39. To throw, Manning. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and
caught, and he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Oh, they're after him. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football, nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
A give to Brown. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It's 3rd and 5. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. One more time, it's Brown. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
4th down, Manning. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the end zone. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good. You're late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Quarterback making checks. Throwing more. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Finds his man. It's Stewart.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Makes the grab in their space. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dante Moore. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Bear. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Again, it's Moore. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And he's got the 1st down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Moore. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Moore to the air again. Hauls it in. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's Moore to throw. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Booster. Over.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Got a man. It's Stewart. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing Moore. Flushed out of the pocket. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Again, it's Moore. Complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He wants it all. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Dante Moore. Pressure coming. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They make the stop. Glad to have you with us from Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. The postseason rolls on today with the Cure Bowl. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer. These teams might have to brave the elements in this one. Isn't that right, Holly Rowe?
I can tell you there is a lot of excitement down here on the field. The energy is electric, and it is gorgeous weather here late in the season. The sun is out, and we are looking forward to some good football. As they say, it is perfect football weather. We're going to get great passing, good running conditions here on the field today. I'll keep you posted on how that plays out as the game goes along. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason class-off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the... He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. That's caught. It's Harris. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
If you want to make a statement in a football game, that's how you do it. On your first offensive snap, you go 75 yards and score a touchdown. They have shown up. They are ready to go. Everybody, I think, in shock in the stadium right now.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll be brought down. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Fakes to grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. They'll run for it. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Moving out to the right. Bought a little time, lets it go. There he goes. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive...
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets in small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
And the extra point was good. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Levitt. Rushes on him. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. LSU lining up first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up.
Wilson, hey, Wilson, hammer, hey, hammer, Doc, Warriors,
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air, using his feet to buy time. Pulls it in, it's Alexander. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The run inside, it's Lacy. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab on the left. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Finds us back in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone. It's Lacy. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Buying some time as he moves left. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Complete out of the backfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Harris. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Tigers in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Snags it, and there's running room. defensive score.
Man, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. Gives them a chance to put together a strategy here in the waning moments. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. Big sack, this defense all over it. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Back to pass on second down. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab on the big throw. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gonna let it fly. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Got his man to the left. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. That's caught. It's Alexander. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The RPO, it's complete. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Holds and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll move the wide receiver. Was to pass. Now adjusting. Puts it out of the air. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man. Breaks into the open. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
To the air on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Running inside, it's Durham. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
Here's a give to Durham. Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Levitt. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Complete out left to Wilson. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Lost to throw again. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown! Glad to have you with us from Thomas Robinson Stadium. A couple of teams hoping to head into the offseason feeling the momentum of a victory in the Xbox Bowl. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. Here's Sayin to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll try it over the left side. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it's squarely...
Snags it, and he's open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job there by the running back working the middle of the field in the passing game. I think oftentimes when defenders see these running backs coming out of the backfield, they're just anticipating a swing route or a flat route, something to the perimeter. That time, he put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face and found himself in the middle of the field.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this...
Throws it deep. Gets it inside the 15. Touchdown, Buckeye! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Levin. With the catch, it's Brown.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Wants to fire on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, once won that route, good coverage.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll go with Durham. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. Past the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Going to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Using his feet. Serves to head for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Pressure coming. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Handoff, Caden Durham. He's inside the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Sayin from the gun on third down. Right on the money. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Sayin fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Wilson open on the right side. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Sayin fears the pressure, and down he goes.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Sayin to throw for it on fourth. Here comes the heat. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of...
Makes the grab and room to run. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Jackson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Flying down the left side. Touchdown LSU! Glad to have you with us from Thomas Robinson Stadium. A couple of teams hoping to head into the offseason feeling the momentum of a victory in the Xbox Bowl. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. Coach Golding told me before the game, this is a fun matchup here today for conference bragging rights. The SEC versus the ACC. These are 2 teams and 2 conferences that are always trying to get chippy, talk about who is the more dominant league. They'll have a chance to prove it here on the field today. Both coaches say they want to dominate at the line of scrimmage and show just who is the more physical league. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in there. stopped, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The sure hands, it's Jacobs. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Now on first down from the 30. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Might be looking to run. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turns it on in midfield. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. The returner will field it and bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Quarterback may change this route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. It's Cook. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need.
There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing, Mensah, right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Hurricanes have this offense rolling. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Mensah. Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter. A fun postseason battle here, deadlocked at the end of the 1st. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. As we move into the 2nd, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quick completion to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes him with this. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, sometimes you'll see that with these quarterbacks. They like to run the football, but they don't get hit in practice. So they're not always used to carrying the football and taking hits. Down the field, he made a nice play, but then got hit, gave the football up. That's a big turnover for this defense, and really nice hustle downfield coming to fall on the football.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running inside. It's Lacy. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Cunningham. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Rebels. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The run inside. It's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game. And we're here late in the 2nd quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's going for a big play downfield. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throwing, Mensah. Looking for a deep man. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
And that is no good. After that failed field goal attempts, fellas, still tie ball game. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. We are just about ready to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, to start off the second half, David, they need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You can go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. He's going to run it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
That's a really nice play on second down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal of where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Canes racing to the line in a hurry up. Mensah. Oh, they're after him. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Miami. They take the lead here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they were handed a golden opportunity. Drive covers 25 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guy is to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That has not been the case for this guy. He is under 33% throwing in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long.
King. Stop.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Canes want to move quickly. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering his shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
Running inside. It's Fletcher. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. Dances away to buy time. Looking for the score. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.
Well, they execute the in route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Just keeps slinging it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets him to the 46-yard line.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Bounced off his feet. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, had enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. To the air on 2nd down. It's caught. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack. He'll start the return inside his 5.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Breaks the tackle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. Got a man. Strong, firm tackle. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Hurricanes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Lacy. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
a lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
What a season it has been, and it's been great to share it with you. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer. Glad to have you with us from Thomas Robinson Stadium. A couple of teams hoping to head into the offseason feeling the momentum of a victory in the Xbox Bowl. It's the LSU Tigers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Levitt. He's going to take a shot right away. Over the right side, that's Wilson. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of a quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He's down immediately, but they convert on fourth down and keep the drive alive. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. LSU right back to the line. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm. The passing game looking good.
The offense changing the play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Put 6 on the board.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. and they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got it. At the 45 on his way. Powers through. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The extra point here would tie the game.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Might be changing the route. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Picks up the first down. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Wilson open on the right side. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Green. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Carr. Throwing right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He gets a block. You want to talk about ending the first quarter on a bang. A huge chunk play before they finally get him out of bounds to end the first quarter. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Throwing, Carr makes the grab. He smashes his way through again. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
The run inside. It's Williams. There's some room. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Green. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They're working that left side. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Bringing the heat. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna look downfield again. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And the offense got themselves...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Snagged out of the air. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Here's Carr to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Dropping back, it's Carr. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And I think there's a difference between aggressiveness and recklessness.
Thomas Robinson Stadium. A couple of teams hoping to head into the offseason feeling the momentum of a victory in the Xbox Bowl. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And the game is underway with a out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Throws for the tight end. That's reeled in. It's Green. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires toward the target. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The toss to the outside. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Got his man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy.
He makes the play. It's intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
He wants to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Richard. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Finds his tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the 1st quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Knocked down for the tackle. The Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires left. It's complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running inside, it's Richard. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. With the catch, it's Marsh. Runs through a tackle. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. On the ground, it's Richard. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Fires quickly. Quick step and go. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The The Hoosiers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Richard. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Hoover. And that ball is live in the backfield. Bounced right back to them.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind.
Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Dropping back, it's Hoover. He's going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Richard. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Just steamrolling the defense. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Finds his man. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's complete to the right. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Looking for blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to adjust the pattern. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Pulls it in, it's Green. Whoa, it's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes the catch, and he's free. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do it.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He'll take the deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
To throw, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to Caden Durham. Makes it past the marker.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it.
Wide open spaces. All the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Coming out with it, it's Beebe. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Running inside, it's Richard. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, LSU has the lead here and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a crease. It's Martin. And they get him down. And the Hoosiers in the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. The play-action fake. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. From the gun. Oh, he makes the catch. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
How about that now? A couple of times on this drive, we've seen this offense convert on fourth down. They're getting the big plays when they need them the most.
Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! The Hoosiers right back at him. When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was 6.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, with these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you can see just so hard to defend the fade route.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He might want another play. They'll start on the ground with Dura. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got room on the return. Touchdown, Indiana! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Well, this has been a defensive war. You're just wondering which side could hang on long enough, but how about the defense coming away with a big pick-6 late to take the lead? You got to step up in big moments. You saw the ball thrown, you pluck it out of the air, you find your convoy, and you're off to the races. That is an outstanding game-changing play.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air, it's Levitt. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
I love when quarterbacks do that. When you go back to the guy that made a mistake earlier in the game. Earlier we saw that receiver fumble. Right away the quarterback throws him the football. Don't worry about it. I got you. We need you to win this game. And that's going to help this receiver's confidence and his mojo moving forward. Really good job there.
Hart, and he's got room. The tag. Touchdown, Tigers. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Tigers are back on top.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Here's a throw downfield late. Goes high to pull it in. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute
touchdown, Hoosiers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Hoosiers right back at him.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, it's the worst